I'm sorry. I just get to giggling at certain things before the show. Like I'm sitting here jamming out and this, that, and whatever. But anyway, guys, we're back. What up, my Nazis? How's everybody doing? I got a quick question for the group real fast. I was talking to this person on X today, and they got offended by the use of the term ass jockey. And so I was like, can I call him ass monkey? Would that be efficient as well? Or is that maybe wrong too? But anyway, wherever you're at, like, subscribe, hit the notification bells, make a comment. And I think I said last time, I added a new thing, like put your balls on the freaking carpet, put some carpet burns on them, make it happen. I think that's freaking cool. Anyhow, guys, how's everybody doing? And me and Aquatic Black, or my Aquatic Black Cowboy, are doing the show right now while we're waiting on David to get his.
Oh man, let me tell you, I swear to God, one of these weekends I'm gonna make a video of me, one, riding a horse, and two, taking a nice long swim, whether it be in the ocean or the pool.
Nope, not in a pool. Not in a pool. It has to be in the ocean. It has to be out in the shit. It cannot be like part of the shit. It has to be like, you can't be in like the kiddie pool part of it. You have to go out and come back in.
All right. I'll set the perimeters here and I'll make it happen.
David just took himself off stage and put himself back on stage. I'm like, oh, he can't hear, so he's pointing. Let's do that. Hey, you kind of retarded.
Oh Lord, here we go.
I wish I knew what the hell you guys were saying.
I'm doing
Big Nose Bandit.
Big Nose Bandit, is that what you called him?
Mm-hmm.
He's the only Jewish person I know that's not Jewish that has a nose like that.
Hey, listen, David, that's a compliment because there was a DJ here in Miami. He was a Jewish guy, but he was
real quick for you. Dave, you got the controls of everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm gonna go to full screen that way I can see you guys. See you,
cool.
Motherfuckers.
So, David, back in the day when I was in high school, there was this Jewish guy on the radio on a hip hop channel. All right, Jewish guy, and he called himself the Big Nose Bastard.
The Big Nose. Yeah. Wait, the Big Nose Bastard?
The Big Nose Bandit.
Big Nose Bandit. I was like, is that why you always call me a Big Nose Bastard?
No, we do it because of your nose. But if you were to look at other things, so things I found were really cool. There was this famous famous director. So I fall asleep to weird stuff at night. Sometimes it'll be mathematical equations. I'm into that stuff. I know it's sick for some people. I think you guys are wrong. Interesting facts. So I can have a plethora of new facts to come in, this, that, and whatever. David, you missed the intro to the show where I was asking which one sounded much more professional when dealing with people online. Okay. I used this guy. I assume it's a guy, but he got very offended when I called him an ass jockey. And so I was thinking about it. I was like, what about ass monkey? Can it be ass monkey? Would that be okay too? Because like ass jockey, you do think of that guy riding that other guy's ass like this, and he's just like, come on.
You mean the horse? Yeah. Ass jockey or ass monkey? I my thing is, if you've got to come up with a name like that for somebody, why are you talking to him in the first place?
Oh, just because I want to? Remember, I'm incognito on X, so I just do whatever the fuck I want.
No, but I'm talking about why
says to me all the time. He's like, why do you talk like this to everybody? I'm like, because it's fun. I take out some of my hate and aggression towards these people who are just.
That's what it is. You're venting.
I am
anonymously having arguments with people.
Well, it's part of my body.
People
like part of me, but you don't see my face. It's like I'm working out and I got this very like.
It's like show me on this doll where the person touched you kind of thing. You're sitting
speaking of which, so I was listening to Joe Rogan today. And he had Tim Dillon on, and one of the things, first off, if you haven't seen Tim Dillon do his stand up, he is hilarious. All right, now he's no Nate Bargatze. Because I love Nate because he's
hilarious too.
His eyes. But and I'm going to go see him, and I think it's December 12th. I think I know somebody's going with me. Sorry, I got a Teams message in the middle of all this. Anyway, I'm
getting them presently.
Well, yeah, they like thumbs up, good job. But anyway, what are we talking about? Oh, I did take another gummy, so. I want to make sure I drop it the same. Nice. Oh my God! Please stop sending me that Tony. What are you guys drinking?
You go first, Billy.
Okay, so first and foremost, and I'll put all the information in the VIP chat. If you guys notice, I'm sporting my very first cowboy hat, which I actually enjoy and got a lot of compliments on.
I mean, you look good.
You look
Aquatic
good
black
on you.
cowboy. You got a thing.
Listen,
That's like a rapper. Aquatic black
so
cowboy.
I kind of equated myself to, I believe it was I can't remember if it was the first or the second 48 Hours with Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
When he walks into the bar, he walks into the redneck bar with the hat on.
Wait, I think I remember that.
So that was my first thought, but I'm actually
as,
digging it.
as David knows, we were right behind at Mule Day, right
Mhm.
behind this. I don't know if they were aquatic blacks, but they were definitely black folk, and they had on cowboy hats and dip rings in their back pockets.
Yep.
I mean,
did.
I didn't occasionally look at their ass, but they're they ride horses. They got great asses. You know how it is. But
So
anyway,
I feel like I make this look good. The
you
guy
do make it look.
solid.
It looks better on you than off of you.
He put a little toothpick there, and
Yeah, I like
put a
that.
little.
Yeah, the card was cool. I saw
Yeah.
that. Saw your
So
Instagram
shout
post.
out to him. And true story, I kid you not, the first day when I got it home, took a shower, did nothing, sat there and put my cowboy hat on, sat there and had a cigar.
I did, Gino, and you should be here.
It was awesome. But I am drinking and I'm polishing off a bottle of Eagle Rare.
There you go.
So I got myself a nice healthy pour. And again, Eagle Rare 10-year, you can't go wrong with it.
You really can't.
Agree. Agree.
Just don't overpay for it. It's not a $180 bottle. With the way things are, I mean, I'll give it a 90 when really it's probably more close to a 45 to like 55 bottle.
I won't pay $90 for it. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah,
I've come off of that where it's $89. I'm like, I could, well, whatever, hook up with Michelle. But outside of that, by the way, we haven't sported their liquor store enough, and that is Vintage Wines and Spirits up in Mount Juliet, Tennessee.
Vintage wines and spirits.
Yeah, so if you get a chance to go out there, it's off of Lebanon Road, and I don't remember the exact address. I think it's 14 and some bunch of numbers after it, but you should get out there.
You give the name, you give the location. That's good. That's free advertising. They should be thanking us.
They should.
So
come on, Vintage, give us some stuff to try on the show.
There you go.
They are. They give me Michelle. But anyway,
what are you drinking, David?
I'm like,
I was being funny.
I know. I don't want you to get yelled at, man. That's the only place.
It was a joke. Even hopefully she gets that.
So right now I'm drinking some Noah's Mill.
Hey, that came from my house.
It did come from your house, and now it's at my house.
Yep, I recognize the bottle because that was a store select.
Oh, didn't even.
Yeah, it says right there that top label. Right
There,
no, one more. The one in the middle. So there's two, right? That one, right? You got your finger. Yes. Yeah.
That's what I was just looking at. All right.
Oh, does it not say the store?
Bottled by hand.
No, I guess
it doesn't have a bottle.
I must have gave you the wrong one. Do I have it? I may have another one for you. Remember, I gave you the first batch of my.
Yeah, this is a small batch.
No, I'm talking about I gave you the first batch of the whiskeys I don't want.
Oh yeah, you did. Yes, you did. Anyway,
all right. So real quick,
I'm still enjoying it.
Before I tell you what I'm drinking, I got another quiz for you guys because I've been thinking about this because I see a lot of things on X all the time. It's like, so do you like boobies or do you like ass? All right, and I'm like, dude, it's ass all the time. Like, I'm always hitting yes on that, and I'm seeing like people give me like not me, they're giving like you can see the scores, and so I'm like, fucking ass. I'm hitting it again. I want to vote 10 more times. Like, why is somebody else saying boobies? It should be ass, right? But anyway.
So what you're trying to say is ass.
Yeah.
Ass.
Refresh, ass, refresh. Yeah. But anyway, so my point being is, before I tell you what I'm drinking, with the other two people here, and you can definitely, say what you got in the chat, but ass or boobies? I know what you're going to say, Billy, because I've seen your girl.
Oh, so enough said. Enough said. I mean, hey.
I know what it would be for me. You go ahead.
Honestly, all right, and hear me out. Historically, ass. Historically.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think they're pretty, and I want to play with them. And
lately,
stuff like
it's getting a little 50-50. I don't know. I don't know who I am anymore.
I don't know who I am anymore.
I thought I knew.
Don't get me wrong. I don't want to make it. I don't want to make it sound like that. Like, I like
what?
boobies. I think they're great and stuff, but I don't like. They're like. I'm like, what do you do with them? Like, motorboat them a few times, like on one side, but then you feel like the other one's like not getting enough, so you have to like bring that one over to the sucker, and you're, you're playing with the nipple and stuff. But my point is like I feel like the whole time it takes away from my game because I'm like going, I could be in this, but I don't want to make this one feel like it's more important than this one, and this one's really cute and stuff, and I don't know what to do here. Like, do you flick them? I mean, I don't know what you do. So like for me, real quick, I'm not done. I hadn't even told you what I'm drinking yet. But anyway, so you get all through all of that, and it's like, but if I just had that ass, and and I do. I don't want to make it sound like I don't have that ass. That's not the case. I'm just saying, as long as I just have that ass, it's just one beautiful target to look at, and I don't feel like I'm sitting there going, wonder if this side is not as happy as that side, because they both get my love, and I'm like, shkapow, or pow, all these things.
Well,
anyway, I'm having Colonel Taylor small batch tonight.
So what I think in your case, Jody, what you need to do is to practice a little DEI, and that way.
Gotta watch out. A DEI is gonna get you, man.
DEI. Yeah, sure.
Oh, here's David. That pour whiskey on them and lick it off.
The fuck, you can't do that on ass. That's not true. I don't even care if it's unwashed ass. You pour whiskey on that, that shit is clean as fuck. You get it in there. Blah, 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 blah. Matter of fact, you have a better straw and funnel.
Fucking Chuck.
All right, so real quick, so our topic tonight.
You want to know why I don't come on this fucking show?
All right, so real quick, let's talk about something that's for real. So the draft starts this week,
Thursday.
Yep,
and so Ward, number 1 overall, baby.
And I think he should go. I think honestly, if it was me, I would be drafting Travis Hunter. That's my opinion, and it is what it is. All right, so but no matter what, the Titans are going to fuck it up. All right,
yeah, for sure.
No matter what, it will be Cam Ward, but then they'll do something like, hey, let's just trade our entire offensive line for like first round kickers. Something like that. It's like, what the fuck, guys?
It's not the first round kicker. Jesus Christ.
But so it'd be something like that. And don't get me wrong, I think kickers are cool.
I can't even tell you the last time. I can't even tell you one single kicker who I know for a fact got.
Well, I do know a kicker. I've never met him, but a friend that's a mutual high school friend of mine, Michelle, Steven, and stuff.
Okay.
Her daughter is married to a kicker that's a Super Bowl winning kicker. He played on Tampa. He was out of Georgia. He's not the cool guy with the glasses. He's actually a good looking man. His name's Jake. I don't remember what their last name is. I'm sure someone will text me. No, he's white.
Jake. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you remember the 90s, Jake?
I do.
Just like what? Like it's a man. Like they can't do those commercials anymore because somebody be like, "Oh, State Farm is transphobic or something." Last name is Carmada.
Got it. Okay.
But anyway, he I don't know where they're at now. They were with Buffalo. I'm sorry. That might be where they're at, Buffalo. I don't know. So he came from Georgia and went to Tampa, was at Tampa, and then became a free agent. Very good Christian young man. I know his mother-in-law is very stoked about the values that they married into and stuff of that nature. I don't know where. I don't talk to her enough to know that type of information. But anyway, I do know a kicker. All I was trying to say was I know a kicker, and he seems to be Janikowski. Yeah, he was the first. But see, I'm not trading. I mean, even if Janikowski in his prime, all right, was available, you trading your own entire offensive line. I guarantee you that's exactly what the Titans would do. They'd be like, Janikowski's available at number 1. Like, no shit, dude. Well, we got to trade some.
Yeah, they're not really ready to do mind
already
games with
number one.
people.
Yeah, but if we give this away, we can have a Mike Ditka moment.
It's going to be interesting to say the least. To say the absolute
Right
least.
back. I forgot something.
It's going to be interesting.
So,
Oh man. So David, what's going on, brother? How was your Easter? What'd you do?
I did really a whole lot of nothing. So actually, Friday night was cool. I went down to Columbia. Actually, hung out with a buddy of mine down there, and we just kicked it, had a good time, and then hung out. Did really a whole lot of nothing the rest of the weekend. Very extremely uneventful Easter. Played video games with my brother, literally online. It's like funny because so I'll talk to my folks in that, but I don't really get to see my family for most holidays. So my way of interacting with my brother, who I do not see hardly ever, it's like we'll play video games online together this day. Like that's how we're going to celebrate Easter. We're going to play some game together. That's literally what happened. So yeah.
Nice.
But how you been? And first of all, to wind the clock back because I haven't seen you since before we were supposed to hang out in Panama City. Glad you seem to be like you're okay. I don't know what happened.
Okay, so I'll tell you real quick.
I was going to say we don't need to talk about here, but sure, if you want to tell us.
Yeah, why not?
Well, show me the.
Just remember, exchange the N word with Nazi because that seems to be okay words to say.
We're not gonna do that. Okay. So, me and the wife was in separate cars. Mm-hmm. She was in the Jeep. I was in her car, which is an Acura MDX. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nice. We're at a light. I'm directly behind her, and I'm always with my head on the swivel. It's just a thing. I happen to look up and I hear screeching and this, that, and the other, and oh my God, that's an 18-wheeler. So of course, my first instinct is to get the hell out of Dodge.
Well, you need to get Bart Durham. If there was a damn 18, I mean, I know he's dead, but you can get his son, Blair. By the way, I thought Bart Durham was dead like 45 years before he actually died. I mean, you have no idea. If you want to Google search somebody, you'll actually look. If you Google search,
he looks like a corpse. Like,
well, first off, before he was dead, long before, 40 years easily. All right. But what's funny about that is if you were to Google search Bart Durham, I guarantee you the first two searches within the first two is he dead?
Oh, Jesus.
And the other one is he still alive? That's the two choices.
Anyway, well, I passed both. So instead of getting the hell out of Dodge, I positioned the car so I wouldn't run directly into the back of her. Mm-hmm. Sort of got myself sideways and took the brunt of the damage. And I'm still a little hurt, but yeah. I'm doing all right. Built for it tough, as they say. Knocked some sense out of me, but
no one's built to take a hit from an 18-wheeler.
No, absolutely not.
So the 18-wheeler was at fault?
Yes.
Cool. Bart Durham. The son's name's Blair. You can get Morgan and Morgan also.
Aren't they literally everywhere? Like,
yeah, they literally are everywhere. They're
everywhere.
Like, for the people.
Yeah.
So Acura's gone. She's got the new one. And still waiting for them to decide about the Jeep. So, but it is what it is.
Wait a minute, hit both the vehicles?
Well, yeah, because I put myself in between instead of getting out the way. Because if I would have got out of the way, it would have ran into.
No, I get that. You got that.
Hit him
into her. You got that toxic masculinity. So I understand. Yeah, that would have been like women would be like feminists would be like, why? Why are you doing that? Like we can take care of us.
So I mean, I care nothing about the vehicles. It was just she. And I will say this.
Me, I'm excited too because I've been planning for your your untimely death, so I can move in down there. But
you got to do better than that.
Joey's like almost. I'm so close, so close.
What's the guy from the insurance commercial?
So how much I got to pay him? I mean, was this the Trump shooter? I mean, what? Come on.
Listen, somebody just not paying attention. But no, I mean the Jeep.
That second dude was not going to hit nothing. Come on.
the Jeep did its thing.
Gary Busey, my cousin, can't shoot. Come on.
Not a scratch, and like I said, it knocked some sense out of me, and I ended up having to have a wisdom tooth removed, but it was already scheduled to be removed anyway.
Well, damn.
So, Did you just say teeth removed?
I corrected myself.
I know, but I heard that.
Yes.
Misogynist, misogynistic black aqua. No, it's misogynistic aquatic black cowboy. Somebody go in
City
there and
boy.
change that.
That's it.
That's
Wait a minute. What's the?
if you guys are curious,
wait a
that's
minute.
that's going to be his name in the
AM
VIP chat.
misogyny.
If you're not in the VIP chat, you need
A
to be. Why? So you can hear
black
about
B
shenanigans.
cowboy. So it's to the initials. We got to come up with an
Actually,
acronym that's not misogynistic aquatic black. Cowboy, which is mab mag.
Oh, let's talk about bourbon and whiskey, shall we, fellas?
Can we talk about that? Can we talk about whiskey and bourbon?
Yeah.
Bourbon and whiskey, some rum sometimes, every once in a while.
Yeah. So anybody see anything new and interesting come on the market lately?
Well, I told you guys last week, and I don't remember the name of it this time. I didn't bring it in here today, but I did hear that Bardstown's got some new secret sauce coming out, and I'm looking forward to that. I don't know the name of it or even what it's distilled with or how it's distilled, the distillation process. I have no idea, but I have heard it's coming out. And it's supposed to be good. It's supposed to be more of a premium line of the Fusion.
Interesting.
Okay.
And if I'm wrong, I made that up, and Bardstown should absolutely market that.
And if Chuck, if you're still online, if you heard anything about this, drop it in a comment for us. And I would love to know what this thing might be priced at.
Where is Gino? That he's not actually here. He's just commenting. Well, first of all, we appreciate your comments, Gino. Don't stop. Don't stop now.
We had to come up with a name for him since he's not here, and make it up for him. And
Penelope Weeded is delicious. It does sound delicious.
Have you ever dated a Penelope?
No.
I didn't. Not
because I'm wondering if it's a white girl, would you call her Weeded? And if it's not, it's aquatic black, maybe.
He's not gonna let this go, David.
He's on one now. He's not getting off anytime.
Well, I mean, I do perseverate about things, and also I've had a gummy, so you know. I thought it went well last time. I'm like, I'm gonna do it again this time. It's great
because he's still out of power. Damn, Gino.
Yeah, but you can log in from your phone and be Gino, the person that never knows how to turn off his freaking mute, because you would be on a phone, it'd be different, right? Whereas when he's normally doing it, it's different. I mean, I said that right. I think that's wrong.
Well, me personally, I haven't been chasing.
I love Gino. I didn't mean it to come out bad, so I don't want to be on blacklisted from my own show like Jack Frost. So please don't do that to me. I'm sorry.
I haven't been chasing any bottles lately because just been busy and trying to go through a lot of the stuff that I have. And again, down here in South Florida, it's crazy because you can get the Eagle Rares, you can get the Blantons, but you don't get anything that I would consider to be unique. It's very hard. Like, for instance, I still haven't seen Weller on the shelf here in South Florida. Like, not on the shelf. I haven't seen Elmer.
I just gave away a bottle of Antique to Jeremy. By the way, Jeremy, if you're listening, put that order in. I did. Well, I'll send it to you right now. But when you get Jeremy, put that order in for us. But I gave him a bottle of Antique recently.
But
you let me know, I would send you a bottle. I can generally get that stuff.
But like, for instance, we can get the Woodford Masters. I've seen that. Even Publix has that. But like, we don't have any of the Blue Notes. Not some of the different stuff. Jesus, you can get Heaven Hill now, but you guys seem to get your hands on a lot of unique products, whereas we don't. Horse Soldier's always been available, but it's always
I'm starting to see that too up here.
Yeah,
I've never seen it before. I've seen it recently.
It's some of the Angel Envy stuff we get. Some of the when Maker's Mark was doing all those different expressions a couple of years back, that stuff was available. But you guys get a lot of unique stuff that we don't get down here. And it's kind of a weird market like that. So we'll see. We'll see.
Gotcha.
Of course, like I still have a unopened bottle of Lever's Fort because I know I can't. That'll never even be in
It's not true.
Florida.
I mean, both he and I live here, and one of us likes you, so we can make this happen.
Well, listen, get your hands on another bottle because I want to open the other one,
Which
but
one do you have? This green label or the brown one?
the brown one.
Okay, that one's gonna be hard to get.
Okay,
That was from 2 years ago. Their bottle and bond. So
It's a little different now. Yeah.
It's a little different. It's not bad. It's just that it was not one of my favorite Leap before. It was not this year's bottle and bond. But if I can find another brown ones, I'll get it for you.
Were the brown ones when that was still MGP, or is that even older at this point?
What's that?
When it was still MGP?
No. It's not been MGP for several years now.
Okay.
Since like
the only bottle I have is from when it still was.
Okay, so that was
because I drank most of it the night before I did my back surgery. Probably not the best choice on my part, but at the time it felt like a really good idea because like I'm going in for back surgery. Who knows how this shit's gonna go?
Yeah. No, but yeah, like I said, the Wellers we don't get.
It's Weller.
Weller, whatever
It's
it is.
not
We
plural or even possessive.
We don't. But crazy enough, you can get Eagle Rare 17, but they put you over the barrel for it.
Wait a minute. What you can get Eagle Rare 17? What is over the barrel for you?
I think it's somewhere in the $2,000 range.
It's over the barrel for me too. If it was $1,500, I would buy a plane ticket and I'd be on my way down there.
No, I know the shop where I can walk in and get it. It's just sitting there, but it's like, yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Some of the Angel Envy stuff. As of recently, if you walk into Total Wines and Pembroke Pines, they literally have every Penelope that's on the market. Like Penelope has their own little shelf, and it's plentiful. So that's interesting.
Okay, so how about we do this? I can't this weekend, mainly because Michelle's out of town. Can you do next weekend? We talking about me and you, David. Yeah. We take a trip, me, you, and Michelle down to Leapers Fork.
I should be down for that. Let me see. You're talking about.
I don't know what date.
I don't know if I can talk. All right, like the 3rd or the 10th or whatever, like that weekend.
I was thinking, yeah, the 3rd would make more sense. Yeah. No, the 10th. The 10th, I want to go ahead and tell everybody that I will be very busy during that time because that's end of spring semester.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Okay. Yeah, so shoot. Yeah, the weekend of the 3rd. Let's shoot for that. So Sunday might be better for me. You can do Sunday.
What?
To go to Leapers Fork Sunday if they're open.
I can look and see what their hours are quick.
We'll figure it out.
So for you guys, I know you guys live basically in the general area of each other.
For sure.
Now we're about 45 minutes at least apart.
Yeah, I mean that's within striking distance, you know.
I do have a Johnson like that.
No, he doesn't.
Listen, Mr. Lamons, I'll even do that for you. Don't overinflate yourself,
Mr. Lamons.
Yes, they're open from 10:30 to 6 p.m. on Sundays.
Oh yeah.
Which would work for me. I teach from roughly 8 Central to noon ish, but I have to also do student notes and also emails and stuff like that. So it could be closer to 1 that would be available. But yeah, we could definitely do that.
We'll figure it out. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So have you guys seen or heard of anything that you guys want to chase down lately that you particularly enjoy that you can get, or is there something new?
I'll be honest with you. Right now, for me, I'm living and it was the one I showcased last week from Nelson Brothers. I forgot what it's called, but it's a Cava something, Cava Gnomes, Cavados. That's what it was, Cavados, which is some type of brandy, is what Chuck told us. Is what it's I guess aged the additional after the distillation process. That is, oh my God, good. All right, it's so good, but you can only get the distillery. So I wouldn't say I'm chasing it down, but I will tell you this: it goes Honeycast, and then the Cavados or whatever it is number 2.
Really?
I want to get the latest version of the company Cast Strength. It's supposed to be coming out, I think, this month. Oh, I'm sorry, next month, which will be May. I think that's right. I don't know if that's the gospel, but it is within the next 3 months for sure. And there'll be numbered bottles again for the first barrel. So,
And sorry, not to know the company, they were recently bought up because I know when I was there, we had a very nice evening there.
yeah, we did. We got drunk there.
We did.
And then you let me get in my truck and drive us home.
Trust, baby.
I like how you make it sound like it's his fault.
We did have a lot of
You
drinks.
let me get in my truck and drive.
And then he, like, at the very end, he got into this phase where he's like, "Hey, we got more alcohol at your house." I'm like, "We do." And he goes, "But we haven't tried any of their mixed drinks yet." I'm like, "You make a valid point." He goes, "Have you ever had any of them?" I'm like,
This
"That
is
black girl over
great.
there, she makes a really good chocolate Manhattan." And he's like, and this is, swear to God, it's how conversation went. He goes, "Is it because she's black?" I'm like, "It could be, maybe. I don't know. I don't know the answer for you, Billy. But either way, what I need you to do is either tell me." And so we did. We went through the list of mixed drinks, and then he was like, "Hey, you good to drive home?" I'm like, I wasn't 3 hours ago, but we're still here, and let's just do this. Just pray, and we'll take country roads the whole way. And if we get pulled over, it's because we're in a tree, you know.
And we went to what was the name of that restaurant we went to and still kept drinking?
See, I don't need you to tell all my garbage online.
I love this. I love this. See, guys, normally this kind of conversation is reserved for the VIP chat where we say things that are incriminating and potentially career ending. But right now we're just doing it. So this is like a sneak preview.
So that was Jonathan's.
Yeah,
We thought that was a good idea. No, yeah, it was Jonathan's. It was Jonathan's. It was Jonathan's. I thought it was Boomba's, but I'm not sure if it was Boomba's. It was Jonathan's. Okay.
It was Jonathan.
Yeah, because I told you about that pimento cheese hamburger, and we both had that.
We both had it, yes.
Yep, that's right. That's right. Man, the details. Such a good relationship we have. But
and
anyway,
we played an interracial couple for
we do, and that
It was
so like
You guys are so cute.
like when David
Billy, you can do
together,
so much
everybody
better now. You got
knows.
the cowboy hat.
But like it's just like broke back. But and you guys would be surprised. I'm actually not the power bottom in that relationship. But anyway,
you actually with him with the cowboy hat, you're the power bottom. Don't you ever think otherwise. Do not.
Well, I mean, it's true. When he puts out a baby arm, I can only do so much. I'm like, you want me to put a rattler on it? What do you want me to do? I don't know what to do here. You want a full glass of Guinness pint?
All right.
Oh my God.
Okay. David, what about you, brother? What are you chasing now?
Shit. What I was going to say,
you can see
before this conversation went off the rails, see exactly that. I was going to say if I could find
but it'd be black.
The Redwood Empire,
cowboy,
Castring, any of those expressions, because I'm a fanboy of Redwood Empire anyway. That's what I would say. I've got a new spot, and it's in Laverne, where I got that bottle that I brought to your place last time, Jody.
Yep, that's a good bottle. It's gone.
Yeah, I know. I remember. I was here.
On that show.
We were on the show.
Yeah, that's right. You were here, like, unlike Chuck and Rob and Charlie and who else?
Mark.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the BBC. Dude has the coolest name of all of us. Can't even make the fucking.
He gets BBC, and you end up with you're Cafe 305. You keep that.
No, that's freaking cool. But if you're black and you want to be called the Big Black Cock, and you get that name, like you get the draw out of a hat, and it comes like Big Black Cock comes up, and which is not what it stands for, but it was funny as hell. You know, I mean, it doesn't stand for that in this group, but if that's what you get to be,
listen,
come on.
I'm convinced we're the only trio that would get kicked out of the bar, and not for fighting.
Yeah.
For picking on ourselves, and people would hear it and get offended. That's how we started the show. When I was talking about this old boy got I assume an old boy. I don't want gender, gender explained to anybody or anything of that nature, or even misgender somebody. But anyway, yeah, so the dude was like, you call me an ass jock because I'm gay, and I'm like, well, I was like, yeah, but because my gay friends find that funny as shit. But maybe you're not one of those kind of people. And so I was trying to think what could go with ass, and I was like ass monkey. But then I thought, what if he's black? Would he find that even more offensive than I get banned from X? Like that's the reason why I asked the question.
You get banned from X?
But then we see
I've
seen white snow monkeys. So how do you know I'm not talking about you're a white ass monkey? I solved my own problems.
I'm just gonna sit here and drink.
So
I haven't had anything to eat since like 12.
But you have to put that. You have to put that comment in there, so it's like you're a white ass monkey.
okay, so here's my question for the group and our listeners. How do you guys, or what do you guys think about some of the big names out there not having a lot of different expressions? Like, for instance, Buffalo Trace, even Michter's. They kind of have a couple of bottles that's out there on the market, but they don't usually come out with anything on a yearly basis.
Who, Michter's?
Yeah, like a
no. It's not true that Baumburgers is Michter's. And every year that expression is different, and it's the puffery associated with it is
okay.
He was found in a barn in Kentucky. Just happens to be on the Bourbon Trail.
Well, it was also fucking delicious the time I had it at your place.
Yeah, I still have several bottles, and they're good. By the way, they are freaking great. I love them. But my point being is that there's a lot of puffery in the store. I was like, wow, I'm getting one of the very own, like one of the original bottles
like
from the barn.
Found bottle,
and then I was like, it comes out next year, and I'm like, wait a
old.
minute. So next year it came out too, and then the next year I'm like, how does it keep coming out?
Like
I thought I had the only bottle.
Cherries.
So they got a lot of puffery in their store.
Well, and that's what I'm saying, because it seemed like a lot. Like, so for instance, and I know this is gonna hurt your ears, Jody, but Jack Daniels seems to come out with different expressions every year. Maker's Mark comes out with a lot of good expressions.
Well, they come out about every quarter, but yeah. Bardstown does it too.
Yeah.
Real quick, I do need to probably put my preface on. I'm an investor in Bardstown. I put a lot of money in that, and so I just want to tell you that. So I do love Bardstown. It is my favorite. I am a huge fanboy, but to be transparent with all you guys as fellow bourbon people, bourbonniers. Ooh, a new word, bourbonniers. Yeah, all these bourbonniers and stuff. As an investor in this, that, and whatever, I probably should tell you that I'm a little bit implicit bias there, right?
No, that
would be
fine.
Explicit bias.
I don't have anything in my house.
See,
barbecue.
It's not an unconscious bias. You invest with them largely. You
right, but implicit would mean that I already have a preconceived notion of them. No, this would be a great commercial of Bardstown.
No, but I understand.
You say something that sounds like poignant. Most people just sit there like seem like confused, like they're thinking about it, and it's like Bardstown.
No, because listen, I'm so biased that I'll go to a barbecue joint, but I will not taste anybody else's barbecue sauce. I feel like, to me, it's pointless.
You bring your own grape poupon?
I mean, I don't go that far, but
no, you bring your own barbecue sauce.
Not even that. I'm just not going to even.
You have a man purse. You do bring it. Don't lie.
First of all, you be quiet for a second. Here's the thing I do though.
Wait a minute. I
do it. Here's the thing I do.
Do.
When I go.
You go do. We all go do.
God damn it. Stop. Somebody stop him. You sit down.
You can try to mute me, but I control this. So you do. We all do. I just want to let you know that's a normal thing.
Whenever I try barbecue now, the sauce in particular, I inevitably will compare it to your products. I'll just do this. I go, well, how does this really stack up? Because I have some level of understanding, because you shared so much of your process with us and the things that you consider important when you're making this stuff. I can't not think about those things when I'm trying somebody else's sauce. And I don't even mean like the widely commercially available, like even the mom and pop like barbecue shops.
Well, I think you bring up a good point there, because like I do the same thing. Like I imagine
how do you turn that off? Honestly,
you don't. So like for me, like when I'm imagining Kay topless doing like stirring the sauce and stuff.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
I was talking about fucking barbecue sauce. Damn.
I was being
Uh,
facetious. I was
no.
being funny. I'm
I
sorry.
know.
But anyway, sometimes my jokes don't land, but sometimes they do. But no, it's on a real note. What I've noticed,
I always
probably the
keep some
most,
backup, not in my car though. But
I don't keep any backup in the car, and I am out of Cafe 305 right now, to be perfectly honest with you. But and so this would be a great time for you to plug your website here in a moment, Billy. But what I noticed the most, outside of the things that I wanted to say that I thought were funny, which were wrong, and I was obviously offensive, and I apologize for that. But and Dave does do, which we all do. But it's the consistency. So I talk about that a lot on the show. No, well, that too. Like if you have a consistent doo-doo, that should be pretty good, right? But I'm not trying to talk about that.
It's all we're hoping for. Anyway.
But my point being is that, that 12, not only that, they have that new version of Eagle Rare coming out too. The 12-year that's coming out. Yeah. Well, he took out the rye. He had rye there on the Eagle Rare 12-year. And by the way, I'm the one who took a gummy, and I could see that. But it's the consistency. So like what you find a lot of times is a lot of them are heavily, I guess, dry rubbed. And and so for me, that's not one of my favorite things. I like the fall off the bone, got the barbecue sauce in it, and this, that, and whatever. Yeah. Like you're having a watermelon between two thighs. That's what I see. That's what I want to do, right? And what was wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it. It's making me hungry. Honestly,
sounds like a good time to me.
I was like, yeah, but also.
Well, I like to give you guys the
mental imagery.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that's the important part of like Shackleton. When you listen to Shackleton's Island, not Shackleton's Island, but Shackleton, who is one of my favorite stories of all time. And if you have already read it, go on to Amazon. Definitely not sponsoring this shit, and I hate everything about Amazon, but I do love their convenience. The same day, like if I need something, it might be a party or whatever, and then also their Amazon books when they read it to you, and they get this. And so for Shackleton, they have this really British guy, and you're like, I'm there. I understand every word you're saying. I mean, it's not like talking Southernese or whatever the fuck that's called. But
isn't that terrible? Isn't that really a thing? Sorry, we're gonna enjoy this tangent together. A person with a certain kind of accent can talk about the most mundane and boring thing imaginable. They could be talking about their big toe, and for some reason, it's fucking fascinating because of the accent.
No, I think you're right there. But what I was going to say, hey, Gino is going to try to come on. What I was going to say about the accents, I do find the Southern woman accent to be the sexiest accent of any accent on earth. And I've literally been around every place. I've been on every continent but one, and that's Antarctica. And I tried for 22 years to get to Operation Deep Freeze, and the Navy said, no, they don't need your skill set down there. I'm like, there could be an enemy. Let's do this.
It's like, hey, make a snowman wrap a,
Oh, Lord.
They got one down there. Send Jody.
No, but it's like Chuck brought up, the Eagle Rare 12 is coming out.
On here twice.
With the exception of the Eagle Rare 12.
Oh, man.
Hey, there he is. All right, wait a minute. Tell me, what's he doing?
I don't know what that was.
What?
Yeah, the video is just not coming through.
Yeah, I see. You're super like relief.
Finally, somebody darker than me.
I did not say that.
Gino, you're so dark. Stevie Wonder sees you all the time.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I had hopes that maybe because everything else was rolling around so nice, it was like, well, let me give it a shot. Let me see if I can join. It's like, the video is just not coming through. It's just,
No, that's
we kind of see you. We can hear you.
Yeah. No, but again, like I said, it's nice to see that Eagle Rare's coming out with a 12. But
cool.
All right, so real quick, there's a bid on or purchase on American Barrel, and then and that's supposed to be exciting, but I need a little bit more detail on that. I'm getting this in real time. This may be fake news or it
Is
might
that-
be real.
So you guys remember we
Good
did the
MGP
show
bidding on 'em.
at American Barrel.
Well, American Barrel is a bar here in town, but
Yeah.
but I'm wanting to know what this person is trying to tell me. It's Joseph. All I got was Joseph. It's not called Joseph Bourbon.
No, but like I said,
But if it
Alright.
is, by the way, real quick, that's my name. And if you look that up into the godly things, it means one and greatness. And I have to agree with that.
And also humbleness.
No, I mean humble. I'm absolutely humble, but you know, I'm the most humble.
Yeah.
Dude, come on, find me any person that's more humble than me. I'll wait. See, you couldn't find them
Yeah. Exactly.
because I'm the greatest at being humble.
Somebody stop this motherfucker.
No,
What?
there is no stopping him. That's why, I put that in the chat a while ago. It's like, yep, Jody dropped another gummy this week.
I did because it was so much fun last week. I was like,
man.
well, here's the thing.
I know.
I stopped drinking except for
Bourbon.
Yeah.
actually there was a
K's and
comment.
then why?
I was going to say that too, but then I was like, yeah, it's like a joke everybody knows. But so it was like, so anyway, I drink tonight, and then I generally take the week off or until I'm hanging out with Michelle. And when she and I are hanging out, we do partake in the bourbon. So, or even me and David, I didn't put that in there, but David, I would do a fuck you, David. I would drink with him. Because the last time he and I were together by ourselves drinking, we almost got kicked out of a stadium.
Oh,
Then we paid a lot of money to be there at. By everybody. That was a good
I
time.
didn't get kicked out of a stadium.
But I did.
You kind of did.
But so it's a we thing. I want to make sure we're clear on that.
But the last time we were drinking together, we were in Florida.
Yeah,
No,
we
even
didn't
fucking
cause
Mule Day.
any problem except for
We drank together on Mule Day.
We did. We
Even
did.
more
And
recently.
you even stayed the night.
I did.
We drank that night.
We did.
And then we got up
We did.
and then drank more.
You damn right we did.
that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was controlled. I mean, it wasn't like we're doing it because we got nothing better to do. We just were like, hey, this would be a good idea. And
Well,
I
we
was
usually
like,
got nothing better to do. Let's not lie about that shit.
speaking of vintage, which we brought them up earlier, and they probably need to sponsor us. So this was a Stag Junior. By the way, you can see how much I like this. All right. So I'm probably gonna. This was a store pick, barrel pick.
little bit.
I think Michelle was involved in this. She's gonna let me know. She'll let me know in like 2.5 seconds. But my point being is this is a 65.9 proof or a 131.8.
Fire.
And it is
Out.
so good because you can drink it like butter.
Mm.
Oh, by the way, so I met this lady yesterday, and I want to give her a shout out because she might be watching. Her name is Miss V, and it's not the Miss V that we met down in not Ernest, but the black dude that stole shit from Jack Daniels. What's his name?
Uncle Nearest?
Uncle Nearest.
Yeah, he stole it.
I was
being facetious.
Yeah. Mhm.
I even responded to that. I'm like, wait, no. I was like,
But anyway.
you steal shit. What the fuck? He taught that guy.
No, he taught the man how to make his whiskey.
I was being facetious. But anyway,
I know.
You guys know how Jack Daniels died?
I hope it was fucking an alligator the wrong way.
You would think. No. He had.
You got that because there's a mouth in, right? You got that?
Yeah, he's got a mouth in. So he also had a temper. He actually, after he started his distillery and stuff like that, and he was making whiskey. He had a safe in his office. He got mad about something one day, and he fucking kicked the safe.
Oh.
Ended up with an infection in his toe from kicking the safe in anger.
Oh my!
They became infected and ended up costing him his life. That's how Jack Daniels died.
Bob Marley got cancer in his big toe. Didn't
He
cut it off.
he died because he was an angry drunk.
All right. So one thing that's
What's more fitting than that?
real quick, this is exciting. I forgot about this. So I did. So I'm within the 15 days rescission, but I did buy downtown, part of downtown Columbia.
Did you just buy American Barrel?
I did. So I bought the building it's in. So
Well, yeah.
And I did go in and put an offer in with him. And that's the reason why I was like, so I don't understand what we're talking about in American Barrel. That's what she was talking about. I did. So I did buy that this past week. I am the new owner of approximately 2.5 blocks of Columbia, downtown
Holy
Columbia.
shit.
Well,
Cool.
here's the reason. I'll tell you the reason why.
Jody the Land Baron.
Well, no, there is part of that
Slumlord.
part of my portfolio. You have to do it right?
Not a slum.
But the real reason is I want Columbia to stay Columbia. Like I grew up in Southern California. I moved here and I was like, I love the small town atmosphere. And initially I lived in Franklin,
Yes.
and Franklin did not. They had it for a while, and then it fucking exploded and it became stupefied, right? And I was like, so I want to go to Spring Hill, and Spring Hill became fucking stupid too. And I was like, I'm moving to Columbia, and I'm like, wait a minute, time out here. I finally get to a point in my life where I can afford stuff, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to buy this stuff so it doesn't. My goal is, to be perfectly honest with you, if I can spend every dime I have, is to buy every single piece of property on the square of. Wasn't Deep Freeze? Yeah, it was. I know it was Operation Deep Freeze. I'm 100% positive it goes during the summertime. Summertime for us, wintertime for. I'm sorry, wintertime for us, summertime for them. But
Anyway.
So anyway, that's the goal. That's the goal.
So what you're saying, Jody, is there's a chance it could be a Cafe 305 in Columbia.
Well, there's an empty space for it right now.
Okay.
But that's an offline conversation for us.
Sounds like a VIP chat conversation, or even more offline than VIP chat. Which, if you're not a member of, you need to be.
Yep.
You should definitely reach out to Gino.
Only Gino and Cafe 305
and Cafe
which is
305.
Billy. Or as we found out tonight, he is misogynistic,
Aquatic.
black cowboy.
Yes.
There you go.
And it's been confirmed by Gino.
Mavic. He's a Mavic.
Is that how you say it, Mavic?
I guess that's what. That's
I mean,
what
I got somebody
there.
from West Virginia trying to teach me how to enunciate things. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm not from West Virginia. I live in West Virginia. I've developed a colloquialism, but yeah, no.
Where are you from?
Actually, I was actually born in Taiwan.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, military kid. That's right. You told me that.
Yeah, buddy.
You told me that. Actually, you sent that. You know what? I apologize. I shouldn't have brought that up on here because I forgot about that.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm not ashamed of it. Taiwan, man. I love it.
There you go.
How long how long did you live in Taiwan?
About a year and a half.
So it was when you were a baby.
Yes, sir.
So you went from there to where? Can I ask?
We went from there to Fort Belvoir. And then from Fort Belvoir, we went.
Where's that at for these people?
It's in Virginia.
Yep.
And then from there, we went to Fort Bragg. And yeah, on and on and on and on. It's all good.
So real quick, if you guys don't mind, let me give a shameless plug to a local business owner. So again, this past Saturday, it was at the farmer's market. And there was a vendor there. He's been there for a while now, a good month at least. And we only have the markets on Saturday. And you know, I like supporting local. So I decided to buy my first cowboy hat. I'll post this in the VIP chat, but if you guys can kind of see that there, if you're interested.
So he's a Hispanic individual?
Wow, I mean,
how does it make a difference?
Well, I mean, no, I'm just saying his name's Cabrera.
As long as he makes a damn good hat.
It seems like
first all I was saying is like I'm not saying anything bad about that. I love Hispanic people.
Okay.
And the great thing about it is there's a little clip there, but
Dr. Seuss, I didn't say anything wrong.
When you purchase the hat, he actually gets it and he adjusts it to fit you perfectly.
I've seen that before.
So I got to go to Florida to get one of these hats.
No, we can get online.
You can get it online.
All right.
But he does this at the market. He has the little steamer set up. He can put
Okay.
letters, he can put numbers, all that kind of stuff. So I'll post a link in the chat itself. But this guy's actually really cool. Real good guy. Like I said, I wanted to support. So after I bought a hat, like 10 other people came up directly behind me and bought a hat. So I was really happy for him.
Well, good.
Trendsetter, dude.
Yeah. And I did get a ton of compliments at the market, just sitting there selling barbecue sauce. It was like magnet.
Yeah.
So-
No, you look good in it, man. It looks
Hat
good on
plays,
you.
man. Speaking of hats, and it's going back to where we didn't get a chance to meet up before. My old supervisor David, he actually, and you probably already have one, but he bought you a Miami Dolphins ball cap, and he sent it with me to give to you. I still have it, so I got to get it to you
I
somehow.
told you,
No, we'll get
not-
it worked
you,
out.
can't, you can't give that to him after I put my balls and stuff in it.
No, you said don't give it to him until you put your balls in it.
Oh, is that what I said? Okay, it may or may not
Pretty
have
much.
any balls in it. They're misogynistic, aquatic black,
Mavic.
Mavic from the.
Anyway, it's intended as a thank you for hooking him up from before. Just
Yeah,
so you
no
know.
problem. It was my pleasure. It was my pleasure.
Mavic.
And
And
I
I
knew
will-
it was.
And
I knew it was.
I will give a shout out to Rip Steele,
Mhm.
Dr. Lemons, because he
DJ
actually
Rip
got me
Steele.
he gifted me my first 2 Boston Scallies, which I still have and wear quite
Nice.
often. And now I have an obsessive amount, and my wife is obsessed with them. So there you go.
David,
What?
my balls in it.
I read that. I read. Yeah. Well, I read that different, but.
Sounds like you read it incorrectly.
But I did have gummy for the show.
Not yet.
Not yet. What?
Not yet for a gummy. The gummy's coming after the show.
No, I had that prior to the show. Like 30,
Yeah.
30 minutes prior. A lot of echo there.
Yeah, a lot.
It's on my phone, dude. I can't help it. The
So
bandwidth
when
sucks here.
you talk, turn it on. When you are not talking, push mute.
Jesus Christ.
See, it worked. But when you want to talk, he looks like a small scrotum bear right there in that picture.
This show's never gonna get picked up. You know that, right? This show's never gonna get picked up.
We still have people watching us right now. I'm baffled. They're like, watch this fucking shit show right here. Yo, Molly.
Oh,
I love that picture of Molly, though. I would take a screenshot of that. That would be... Oh my God! Turn your fucking phone onto mute. Thank you.
Now we know how to do
Yeah, okay.
Technology between old people. This is so much fun. This is like, don't touch my helmet.
Listen, in like 5 years, technology come past us.
How much you type in a minute?
Like I'm counting down to 30 seconds.
Almost
Until
got like
10
4
o'clock, and
words.
then I'm just gonna
Almost got
dip
4
out
words.
of this
Almost
shit.
got
What?
Yeah, that's a true one too. Because I do say that all the time. I don't say what I say. Pardon me, or I say I didn't hear you, and people are like, "Turn up your hearing aid, old man." I'm like, I don't have any hearing aids, and they're like, "You think that might be part of the problem?" I'm like, that's a stupid response.
Oh my god.
It is. Like, how could that possibly be part of the problem?
What the fuck, man? What the fuck?
All right, so let's see.
Molly will frequently just look disgusted on my behalf.
Chief did that too earlier.
Judgy ass dog. She really is. Anyway, all right, it's 8 o'clock. I'm gonna eat dinner because I'm gonna do that now. But guys who've been watching this insanity, especially the last 10 minutes of it, I really hope you guys were entertained by this shit because I was for sure. I'm a little over beveraged already, but that's all right. Like I said, I'm going to get some food and pass the fuck out. Really appreciate people going to watch. Always appreciate the comments. I love reading the comments. David, thanks for joining us. Obviously, Gino and Chuck. And we even had Daniel Barry with us saying happy Monday years ago, giving him the shout out back there.
He was the first comment tonight.
Yeah, he was first on. You know, it's my fault. I wasn't on the ball. I was a little bit late.
Well, it could have been me because I wasn't on the ball. I don't know how to do all that.
You don't know how to look at the comments?
I do, but I don't want to.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough. Same deal. Anyway, much love. Drive like you know each other. We'll be back next
Or don't.
Monday.
And like it's me and Billy in a car together. You're gonna sue anybody, sue Cafe 05.
Hey.
Do not see that hat because that hat is on point.
That hat's the best hat you've ever worn.
Listen, I told you I got a lot
Other
of
than the Miami Dolphins hat that my boss gave you.
Well, he didn't give it to him yet. And
Yeah,
by the
so
way,
he tried
that's
to give
the
it to
best hat as of yet.
As of yet,
Presently. There you go.
If
It's
we
very
all be
clear
quiet
winner.
real quick, we can have Gino say a word about that.
Gino's like, fuck you.
No, it was like, wow. It was like, I was so lagged up. It was unbelievable.
Well, there you go. Straight from the horse's mouth. So lagged up. That's us. All right. Seriously, I'm going to go.
Peace out. Love you.
All
Like, subscribe, and hit the notifications. And if you have any hate mail, David, it's not called
Papaya.
But,
David Papaya.
oh, papaya. We put an ale on the end of it.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
did. We sure
Or,
did.
or do we just take the end off?
AKA Big Nose Bandit.
Or the person that's not a Jew that could have been.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I feel so attacked.
be good to yourself.
Special. That's it. All right, guys. Take it easy. We'll see you next
Later.
time.